What's going on, everyone? Slovosh here. Wanted to bring you guys a new deck. Today I'm playing a Mardu Superfriends deck. This is for standard best of one, non-ranked. I've been playing it in that, having pretty good success with it. Basically combines all the powerful effects of all the black, white, or red planeswalkers into one deck and kind of controls the board. So it's kind of a mix between control and just planeswalker heavy. We basically want to get to 4 CMC and then just start running out some of these planeswalkers and using their loyalty abilities to pretty much overrun the opponent. We can start with Elspeth at 4 or Liliana at 4. We only have one of each of these. They're just kind of utility slots. 4 CMC planeswalkers are not notoriously very strong, but some of them can help in certain situations. Elspeth can buy you some time to get into the heavier CMC planeswalkers and is able to reuse your graveyard for recursion. Liliana is really good in like an in-game, like kind of exhausted resource situation where you can keep discarding no cards in your hand and your opponent takes damage, and then you eventually can recall back any kind of creature from either player's graveyard and use it to your advantage. Kaya is really good for exiling and throwing ghost form counters on things like Solemn Simulacrum to keep ramping and keep drawing cards. And her emblem allows you to play any of your legendary creatures, which is all of your planeswalkers from the graveyard, every turn. So very key if you can get to her emblem for recursion of all these guys. Professor Onyx, the Magecraft ability is awesome. Card advantage from her +1 is awesome, and just can protect herself with the sacrifice. And then if you get to her emblem or her ultimate, you can just win the game outright. Ugin, everyone knows Ugin, very strong card here, exiling, plussing, and then the ultimate on him is game ending. So the goal is to get to this or these guys as consistently and as quickly as possible. We do that by ramping with Solemn Simulacrum. He can help you ramp, he can help you protect, and he can help you stay with more cards in your hand. Seize the Spoils helps mana fix. It also helps get rid of cards that aren't favorable in your matchup, and it can help you draw into more planeswalkers or more lands or more removal. If you're too heavy on something, this can fix all that. We got a removal package of Eliminate. This is mostly here for the creature lands that you really have a hard time dealing with like sweeper effects. Cinderclasm is a 2 or 3 mana cost low toughness board wipe, which is pretty cool against some of the aggro decks out there. Vanishing Verse is good against any monocolored permanent. You can just remove it permanently from the board. Extinction Event is great on turn 4. Very easy mana cost and can pretty much answer any threat. Shadow's Verdict is great against small aggro decks. It can remove everything from the graveyards as well as on the board and pretty much shut down those style of aggro decks pretty easily. And then we have Ruinous Ultimatum as the big daddy removal, if you will. This works really well against other control decks too that have enchantments and artifacts and other kinds of permanents that normally you don't deal with the creature sweepers. No one sees this coming, but this is always what you want to shoot for with your mana base by turn 7. Just try and play these colors in your head when you're laying down your different pathways for which ones you need. Just always shoot for 2 red, 2 black, and 3 white by turn 7 or 8, and you should be set up for a really good Ruinous Ultimatum because this is only a one-sided board wipe. So that's pretty much the deck. We have a sideboard in here of various learn mechanics, primarily because Valky or / Tybalt can do a plus ability to exile the top of each player's library. Sometimes you'll draw into the learn mechanic from the opponent. We don't have any of that in our own deck, but if you get one from the opponent, which is a very niche case, you can dive into your sideboard and you may be able to pull up an answer for something you need. So that's why all these random ones are here. Some removal, some recall of planeswalkers, some destruction of artifacts, yada yada yada. Mascot Exhibition if you're just looking for a Hail Mary. Anyways, it's there only in that one niche case, so don't worry about crafting the sideboard if you're already strapped on wildcards or whatever. But I would imagine most people have the lessons so far. But that's pretty much the deck, guys. I hope you enjoy it. We're going to hop into some gameplay, and don't forget to like, subscribe, all that YouTube stuff. And yeah, hopefully we'll get to some more content with the new Forgotten Realms set that's coming out. I'm hoping we'll add some juicy cards to black, mono black control. That's my favorite archetype. So definitely looking to brew in some new stuff. And with that being said, let's get right into the games. Alrighty. Okay. This looks like a decent hand. I think I'll keep it. Let's see what the opponent. No companions. Alright, you always start with your triumphs. Gotta fix that mana as fast as possible. Alright, I like to play out my basics first, just because we don't know how we want to fold these pathways. That's the one drawback to them. You never know what you're going to need out of them. We're holding up Eliminate for any kind of small creature they might play. But right now the game plan is to... Okay, so they're ramping. But the game plan is to get to Solemn, ramp even further. We'll probably seize the spoils next turn. Alright, so we got basically anything we need here. We got a double black mana cost, so we're going to go ahead and play... Let's see, yeah, we'll play this one for black. Just so we're lined up on Onyx coming up soon. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to seize the spoil, and I will probably drop off the Eliminate. Alright, so we just got a treasure and we got another Eliminate back. That was fortunate. I don't see them playing any kind of creature lands, which is what they're really in here for, so with these color combos and snarls, I don't think they would have that in their deck. We have tons of sweepers to handle most other things. Okay, so we are going to go for white. And we'll ramp. I think we're going to pull another white out here. So we will go for another plains. Don't understand what the opponent's doing, but this is red now, so now we have red, red, white, 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 black. We need another black. We're gonna go ahead and attack here, I think. See if they do anything. They did not. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, so we'll try and run out on Onyx. It could get countered. I mean, anytime you see blue, that's a good bet. Nothing there. Okay. So basically we're shooting for another black mana if possible. Oh, we got both. I don't know what they're playing. I don't have currently... Oops. Alright. Well, there's that game. I don't know what they were doing, but I was going to say we were going to probably draw the Ruinous Ultimatum. And then from there we just hope to hit another black source, which there's a ton in the deck, so I'm thinking we could have done that pretty easily. But I guess if I would have drawn a land, I could have technically played the Ugin or the Valky next, so maybe that would have been the better bet. Okay, we got 2 basics and a red, so that's 3 mana we can seize. I think I'll keep this. I like to get black and white out first just because of Vanishing Verse. And then you can really decide what you want to break your pathways on. Yes, sir. So right now this is going to red, just so we can seize. Unless they play something big here, like a questing beast. I want to the shit out of that thing. A Kazandu Mammoth. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and hit this thing. I don't want them to get to, I don't want them to get off a great hinge early, so we will drop this. We're about to be out of the range of a Shadow's Verdict, so I'm thinking I might drop this off. Good land, there we go. I might play this for white. Now, Elspeth is pretty sweet because you can actually drop her to seize the spoils and then recall her back. I don't. Okay, sweet. Alright, so I think we'll go. We will go. What is this one? Red? We will go white here. And we'll drop this. Might get bone crushed, I don't know. Take advantage of this. Get out the Ruinous Ultimatum colors. So we got white, white, white. We need red and black. We got one of the two there. Yes, sir. Okay, so black's going here. This is red. Wishing I would have kept that. Wishing I would have kept that Shadow's Verdict now. Oh well. Okay. We got Ruinous. Ready to blast? Let's blast off. Oh yeah. That is a whole lot of nothing left for you. Alright, so we need red here. Now we got hard cast, Ruinous. I'm gonna go ahead and throw this down though. Good chunky blocker. We'll thin the deck a little bit. I guess I'll grab red. Now we will throw this out. Got a Cinderclasm. I want him to commit more to the board. You know that's a block, baby. That's unfortunate. Okay. I really am disappointed I haven't seen any Planeswalkers yet, but I'm going to hold on to this. I think what I'm going to do is just the easy route. Might just sweep this up, clean out everything in the graveyard, leave up all sorts of goodies for next turn. I probably can pull back Elspeth here soon. Oh boy. Okay. So he is even. Go ahead and drop that off. Let's bring back an Elspeth. Get rid of the non-creature things. I think I'll just immediately gain the life. Okay. Well, I think I will go ahead and do the 2 here. They can't play that now. Okay. Got nothing to do with this. I'll throw down black. Cinderclasm is not looking real great. Might drop that off. Fucking my planeswalkers. There we go. We're gonna plus here. Nice. All right, and then stop right before combat. Go ahead and blast this dude. Gain some life. Yes, sir. Yep. Man, I'm drawing land. Let's see what we get here. Okay, they've had enough. I was gonna say, Ugin's coming down. I'll start plussing him. We'd have a Ruinous Ultimatum for if they played that next turn, or I could just make them sack if they would have played it, but they didn't, so it is what it is. Let's run it back. I totally anticipated on these games taking longer, but seeing as to how fast they're coming and going by people exploding, I'm just going to run all these together rather than clipping each one out individually. It's a little easier on me. Plus, I don't have like great editing software, but if I start taking this more seriously, I definitely will try and get some better editing software, do some like transitions and all that good stuff. Let's see here. 3-land hand, that's not bad. Valky's good late game. Sees the spoils. Anytime you see these, I swear it's just so good. We'll see what we draw into. I'll keep this. In this case, I always run out the Triumph first, just because we're not doing anything on turn 1 anyways, and we basically have a guaranteed 3 mana of any of our colors, which is great. Now, 3 sees the spoils. That is a little excessive. But I'll run out the swamp next, the Phyrexian swamp. I hate. There you go. See the Phyrexian colors there. Well, 2 Valkyries means I can see what they're doing. That's what I'm going to do now. See if I can snag like a Pelucranos or something off of them. Ooh. Okay. Well, they'll have 2 mana left. I want to try and make them struggle to ramp, so I just need to slow them down. Because if I take the Cobra, they'll do the Blood Chief's Thirst and then still be able to cast the Cobra. But I guess they lose out on ramping at all. Yeah, I'll take the Giant, actually. Because they have this guy and they got the Lotus Cobra. You gonna cultivate or are you gonna beanstalk Giant? Alright. Whoa. Alright, let's drop one of these off. Get some fresh cards. Alright, so we got red, black, any of them. We need more white. So this will probably be white, this will probably be This is a lot of green ramp right now. Abzan colors, huh? Okay. Alright, so we're gonna go white here. And we have a lot of kill spells. I think, guess technically I could. No, I want to see what they're doing. I have another ramp too, so that put me to 6. They're gonna play something big. Why dabble in black or white though? That's what I don't get. So these are all, well, that's 7 mana, okay. I think I'm going to go ahead and eliminate the Cobra. Take less damage. See what they do. They're passing. Alright, so we're gonna get rid of this Beanstalk. Alright, definitely playing down the solid color land. Alright, I think we just maintain on this bearing. We got white, white, black, red, any of them. Okay, so this one would probably need to be black. It doesn't matter. I'm just shooting for those ultimatum colors. We're gonna see what they do. I'll take 1 damage if you want. I don't know what they could have in their hand that isn't playable, unless it's just kill spells. That has to be what it is. Okay. I think we are at Valky level. Tybalt, I mean. Even if they kill this, we have time to pull off from the decks. So there's another land, which is sweet. Okay. I don't really understand what they're accomplishing right now, but whenever they drop their big planeswalker or whatever. Black, black, white, 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 red, red. Okay, so now we got Ruinous mana, which is great. We will throw down the Solemn. Go ahead and get another black. And we'll pass turn. Did we just play this guy? Did we play him like a hand or two ago? I feel like we did, but maybe I'm imagining stuff. This guy's not playing really fast. I could have amnesia or something. I can't tell if we're getting roped or he disconnected or what. I have not seen what this pet does. Ooh, he flies, breathes fire. Nice. What happens when you wiggle over him? Chomps. Just keep clicking on him. I think that's all he does. Flies up, breathes some purple fire. Pretty cool. That definitely is not game ending right there, so took that long to figure out to play a Hedron. Alright. Yeah. You attacking? No, you're not. Okay, now we're flooding. We will go on the white. I think I'm gonna... I should have kept that in hand. That's my bad. I should have kept that in my hand. Yeah. I should have kept the land now. We got too many. I mean, 9's a lot. I could have seized the spoils on that one. So this is just the ramp to Ugin deck, huh? Okay. I was hoping you'd commit a little bit more to the board. Okay, so Ruinous Ultimatum. I'll play his land down. Looking pretty good here. Take it all out. Leaves us up enough for us to seize the spoils. Or Vanishing Verse. We will play Vanishing Verse if possible. He's got enough mana to do some crazy shit. There we go. Drop that off the board. Kai can take care of Garrick. That's fine. Take care of those two. It's like another Superfriends deck we're playing against or something. We'll keep thinning out the deck of some lands here. Pull a swamp. And we'll play Elspeth. We'll go ahead and get 2 creatures here. Leave up some good Vanishing Verse mana. We're about to start beating. Okay. That's a very odd card. Okay. I think they're getting antsy. See, this is the perfect time. Ooh, even better. I'm gonna say this is the perfect time to draw the 4-mana Lily. Yes. Because now we're just gonna start shitting on them. The only reason I attack there is because they don't have anything with haste. If this was a red deck, I would. But we're about to go Planeswalker Overload, I think. Ghost counter on the Solemn. We will get rid of everything that's not a legendary creature, like all of our spells. Get Elspeth back out here. Now it's starting to look like a board. Okay, I'm gonna not plus a Lily. Ah, shit. Should I? Yeah, I'm going to. Their planeswalkers are either uncolored or two-color, so keep doing some damage. If he draws Ugin, that's the nuts. If he draws Ugin, that is nuts in the butts. Alright, I'm going to hold on to this just for a bluff. Keep adding Ghost Form counters to this guy. Well, fuck, I guess I should play it. There we go, plus, no minus there. Start beating some ass. Mmm. Tasty. We're going to run it back one more time. Got to run it back. That was a long match, but when you start pulling out the Super Friends, it's hard to beat. Yeah, I am really liking the Ruinous Ultimatum. Answers everything. It's the catch-all. That's a lot of mana. Boy, oh boy. I go first. I'll play it out. I'm going black here because we got another red. Ooh, I will go white. I like that swamp actually. This is going to be the Luca deck. Okay. So we will throw probably one of the pathways. I think this is the Luca deck. I don't know. Starting to have me second guessing here. Alright, we need more white. This can be a black or a white. So white, white, red. We'll just say red, black, black. We're almost there. Okay. So we'll go black here. We'll play this. Take action. We're gonna grab a. So we got black, black, red, red, white, white. No, one more white. Okay, and that leaves up Vanishing Verse mana, so I'm good with that turn. Yeah, I'm not too worried about one damage. That's a problem. Okay, so I will do this and exile this so that you don't get any value off it. I'm gonna attack. I do want to see what this will draw me. Because if it's a Lily, then... Wow, Shuffler. Okay. Go ahead and pull out a red, I guess. I'm just gonna bluff here. I'm gonna bluff. Well, I should have kept more mana open for this. No, I'm not gonna do it. I was gonna say I'm gonna make them bluff into tapping this Immerstrom Predator by sacking this, but I don't know. Maybe I should. I got nothing else to do with this thing. He won't want to see it go to waste. Oh, even better then. Got no creatures to make it indestructible now, which is sweet. Well, hopefully a Planeswalker can come down with an exile ability. Or honestly, the Liliana Minus would work, or I could just do a Ruinous Ultimatum if they don't play anything else on their board. I have 8 mana. This is fixing, but since they didn't do anything with it, I guess I'll take care of this now. Okay. We'll come in for the beats. This Solemn will get a black, I guess. Or if he plays like Crocs, I guess I'll discard something. Get out another black here. Running thin on lands. I am flooding like a mofo. We'll just use these sad robots as beaters, man. I don't know what else to do with them. Set myself up for one hell of an extinction event, though. Right on time, dude. Hell yes. Bye-bye. Robot beatdown. Can you answer 3 robots? And a Planeswalker? Or is it Rope City? We'll see. Okay, here we go. Well, guys, I am thoroughly enjoying this deck. Again, I don't know how competitive it is. I haven't tried to push past Platinum, so maybe it's a little bit better than I think, but maybe it's not. If it isn't, then I'm just happy with it being good in the play queue. So this is what the breakdown looks like before I mixed it all up, but basically got our removal again here. You saw how all these work. We got our ramp here, and we got our planeswalkers here. So that's kind of what the deck looks like. Again, I mean, maybe I could stuff a few more planeswalkers in there and less mana. I feel like sometimes I flood too hard, but there is nothing worse than having the right cards in your hand and not hitting the mana. And I feel like right now it's working fairly well. So again, guys, if you like this video, remember to thumbs up the video, comment if you have any suggestions on cards I might want to try out, or subscribe, all that good stuff if you haven't already. All right, man. I've been enjoying this deck, and I hope you guys do too. I will leave a description link to this deck if you want to copy and paste it from EtherHub, and yeah, give it a shot. Let me know what you think. All right, guys, take care. See ya.